Greetings, creature. It is I, VK Jehonim, and the V stands for Vidian. Now, lately I've been delving into Arabian magic, getting to know the 7 kings of the Djinn. So for those of you who don't know, in Islam, Djinn can be Muslim, they can be shaitanic or demonic, and they can be neither. The 7 kings of the Djinn are neither. Of course, they are attributed to the 7 alchemical planets, which are the Sun, the Moon, Mercury, Mars, Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn. If you're wondering why the Moon and the Sun are counted among the 7 alchemical planets, that's because alchemy is very old. Same reason Uranus and Neptune aren't mentioned. We had to invent things to find out about those. Which means there could be an unrecorded Djinn King of Uranus. Maybe I'll wind up discovering that being sometime throughout this journey. So I summoned Zabah recently. So Zabah is the Djinn King attributed to the planet Venus. So obviously he has some patronage over love. But he wanted to make sure I knew it's not just romantic love. Platonic love and familial love, he's very good for these things too. He can help, friends who are fighting or who split, make amends, reconcile, whatever. And I'm sure he can do the same for couples. Zabah told me that in the future, I should bless romantic and casual partners in his name, with or without them knowing. To be clear, he did not say bless the relationship. He said bless the partner. And he told me that I'll be very, very glad I did if I take those instructions. So, just last night, I invoked Alabiad, the Djinn King of the Moon. His name means the White One. So he was telling me that he rules over illusions and shadow work. You can work with him for fire magic, which is a given since he's, a Djinn. Obviously you can work with him for lunar magic, given that he's the king of the moon. But you can actually call on him for any type of planetary magic. Like, he's still very much a lunar entity, but his abilities in planetary magic are quite versatile. Obviously, being lunar, he can really help with your psychic abilities. He specifically is very good to work with for the ability to see the future in visions, as opposed to predicting it through tarot cards, and clairaudience, the ability to hear spirits' voices astrally. He was telling me to channel a ritual where I enchant a glass of a beverage, doesn't really seem to matter what, over a white candle, specifically to magnify future sight and spiritual healing, as well as give me like a permanent soul empowerment that makes all future healing spells more powerful. I have not channeled or performed that ritual yet. He also told me that he's good to work with for psychic vampirism. He was saying I could get a bracelet made of silver and enchant it as a vampiric filter, which is odd because it's kind of hard to practice psychic vampirism while wearing silver. Copper makes vampirism easier. It's a conductor. You get it. But I suppose a silver bracelet specifically enchanted to empower psychic vampirism could work. I've thought about that before. But, so obviously a lot of people who want to get into psychic vampirism have concerns about filtering out negative energy. Like, they're worried they'll take in someone else's negative energy while feeding on them, and they want a way to filter it. Normally my filters prevent, negative energy from coming into me while I vaporize people. Like the negative energy just gets sent back off into the atmosphere. But the enchanted silver filter bracelet instead would filter out the negative energy by making sure it stays in the target. So if you want to be petty, I never thought about that. That should make me laugh. But Alabiad also gave me a lot of different ideas for how I could work with the other kings of the Djinn I had met. For example, he was telling me to call on Maimon. Well, no. He was telling me that in the future, when working with Maimon, the Saturnian king of the Djinn, his energy meshes really well with the Alagual, the ghouls, and that I should work with them together in tandem. He told me also that it would be good to work with Maimon, the Saturnian king, and Shaitan in the same rituals. Obviously, the Saturnian king of Djinn is not Shaitanic or infernal, but his energy works well together with Shaitan's energy. Alabiad gave me one piece of advice that really threw me off. He told me that I should get like a little jar of sand from the Sahara Desert specifically and bless the sand in the name of Melik Taus and in the name of my Corrine. So if you don't know what a Corrine is, it's a Djinn that's just been attached to you since birth. So I know who mine is. The reason I'm confused is that he told me to get sand from the Sahara Desert specifically. I would have expected Middle Eastern sand. Granted, I don't know much about the Sahara Desert, so that those instructions might make perfect sense by the time I film part 3. But yeah, he gave me a little more information about Alamar, the Djinn King of Mars. So obviously I knew that Alamar was good for building physical fitness, but Alabiad was telling me, hey, if you're struggling to find the motivation to work out or to train, Alamar can help with that too. Not just increase gains, but also give you the motivation to keep working out. But yeah, he also told me that I should talk to Alamar, Martial King, a bit and channel an on-the-go protection spell from him that'll create a temporary shield around me that will block out psychic attack and curses and harm the caster. So that could be cool. I could add that to my little on-the-go protective toolkit. Zabah apparently can teach me a cool glamour spell that would help me come across even better at family gatherings and stuff like that. And I was told that to call on Barkon, the Djinn King of Mercury, when promoting my business and whatnot. But yeah, that's what I have gleaned so far from my work with the 7 Kings of the Djinn. The book Djinn Magic by Bail Kadmon is a good text if you want an introduction to working with Djinn. The best book I've read about Djinn Magic so far is called The Black Path. It's from Martinet Press. It's a shame that book is the best one I've found about Djinn Magic, because A, it doesn't talk about the 7 Kings of the Djinn, and B, I don't like giving Martinet Press credit for anything, honestly. But yeah, anyways, that's all for now. Have a great night and enjoy your immortality. I'm going to put my link tree in the description. I'm on every platform you've heard of. Make sure you follow me. I'm very active. I post tons of dope shit. Yeah, and also my services are in the link tree too. Have a good one. Like and subscribe.